Dear students, in this video I am going to discuss some other points regarding HDI. First one, that is important aspects. The value of HDI ranges from 0 to 1, just like PQLI where the value was from 0 to 100, but here in HDI the value of HDI is from 0 to 1. It means that the maximum value of HDI is 1. The country whose HDI is closer to 1 is considered more developed. That means the country whose value of HDI is near to 1, it is more developed, and also it gets higher ranking in HDI. Similarly, the country whose HDI is closer to 0, or what we may say that it is farther from 1, so that country is considered less developed, and it also gets a lower ranking in HDI. Now, talking about HDI for some countries of the world. So, according to HDI of 2015, it included 188 countries, and it classified countries into four on the basis of human development. First one are the countries having highest or maximum human development. The average value of human development of countries from rank 1st to 49 is 0.890. Similarly, next category is countries having high human development. That means these are those countries which are having human development less than the highest or maximum human development, and their average value is 0.735, and rank is between 50th to 105. Third one that comes is countries with moderate we may say as average human development, and their average value is 0.614, and countries with rank 106 to 143 comes under this category. Lastly, countries having low human development, where human development is very low, so their average value is 0.493, and rank of these countries is from 144 to 188. Now, on the basis of this, certain conclusions can be derived. In 2014, Norway was number 1. It ranked number 1, and its value was 0.944. While India, uh, its HDI value was 0.609, and it ranked 130th out of 188 countries. That means we may say that India comes in moderate human development countries. Its human development is average, because countries with rank 106 to 143 comes in moderate human development, and India's rank is 130. Therefore, India comes in moderate human development. Lastly, Niger, in continent of Africa, its human development value is 0.348, and therefore it comes last in order of HDI. Talking about a few importance of HDI. First of all, HDI is a complete indicator of economic development. Why? Because it not only includes or it not only talks about economic factors, but also it includes social factors. It considers social welfare by giving importance to health as well as education. It also indicates that ultimate objective is only human welfare. No doubt, economic development is a tool, but ultimate objective of development is human welfare. Also, HDI is progressive in its approach, because it states that true progress is when economic progress is there along with social progress. Next one, HDI is functional, because if HDI ranking rise, then we may conclude that health and education have improved in the country. Lastly, HDI also gives a guideline for developing countries to find out that where there is scope for development. Even the government gets a direction that in which areas it needs to work by looking into the HDI. Talking about certain limitations of HDI, so just like PQLI, here also there are only 3 indicators, which is less. Some other social indicators should also have been included. Next one, that all the 3 indicators are given equal weightage. However, in different situations, the importance of different indicators is different. And lastly, it shows only relative progress, because it compares one country with the other. By giving ranks to the country, it tries to compare a country with the other. Therefore, we may say that it shows only relative progress. Other than HDI and PQLI, we also have certain other indicators, and these are stated over here, like GDI, that is Gender Development Index, TAI, that is Technological Achievement Index, HPI, that is Human Poverty Index, and HCI, that is Human Consumer Index.